We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers, because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs, you are.
All right. All you patriots out there kicking ass and taking names, welcome to the party, folks, to PatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Man, trying to make this work. There you go. All right, cool. Had to bop it in place. Man, it has been a crazy hour for me. Lord have mercy. I want to let everyone know the package has been delivered. I repeat, the package has been delivered. And so I have a surprise meeting that has come up tomorrow morning during the day where I will actually be somewhat on the road first thing, and I'll probably be doing a lot of the show from on the road. I've got a special meeting in Atlanta, Georgia, first thing in the morning that I'll be down at, and then after that we'll be off to the races. Man, action-packed show. By the way, censorship is alive and well, and they are doing it play by play for us tonight. And folks, I'll tell you, let us know where you are watching us from. I'm going to flip the algorithm real quick. You can just enter in the chat wherever you're watching from. Let us know what state you represent. I always like doing this because it allows the interaction, flips the algorithms on the free social media. Of course, Henry County is in Alabama, right? Mulberry, Florida in the house. Florida. Illinois is in the house. What's up, Kentucky? North Carolina, Louisiana's in the house. Texas is in the house. California's in the house. Minnesota's in the house. Alabama, go Dogs. Georgia in that house. See, that's how quick things ramp up. East Texas, how the hell are you? Big old Texas, bro, yeah. You right? Florida. Oklahoma. Hey, California just checked in loud and clear. Good to have you. New Mexico is saying, what's up? Awesomeness. Arkansas is in the house, kicking in the door. Central Texas said, don't you forget about me. Washington State's in the house. Louisiana's in the house. North Carolina is in the house. Go Dogs. Georgia in the house. New York is in the house. Right? Kentucky, Alabama. Texas said I had a cool hat. Thank you, Daisy Lou. Weatherford, Texas, checking in with my man, Eddie and the Cruisers. There you go. Indiana in the house. Michigan's in the house. Alabama, right? In the house. Texas in the house. Good to have you. Awesomeness. This is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel, news, and bread. That's right. It's the PatriotPartyNews.com, folks. We are more than just a website. We are a full-functioning, badassery Patriot Broadcasting Network, broadcasting around the world 24/7. Hey, don't forget, donate to the cause. Yes, I see you, Michigan. Hello. Please help us. We need help with our server storage more than ever right now. We're having to do some redirects and some changing some things around based upon what is coming. If you haven't heard, everybody's kind of tripping out about the cyber stuff. Well, hold my beer, because we've been talking about that for years. We're on top of it. Don't worry. We're going to lay it out tonight. Be prepared. Be prepared. Okay. Also, folks, another way to be able to support us hard and heavy and also able to help you. How would you like to know what's happening 2 to 3 days in advance? It's called Patriot Shoot. How would you like to be on a platform with 0 bots and 0 algorithms? It's called Patriot Shoot. How would you like to know if there's going to be any false flags in your backyard locally where you're at? It's called Patriot Shoot. More than ever right now, we cannot take the risk of being lied to, or quite honestly, just propaganda shot at us left and right with the way things are ramping up. Misinformation causes danger. Misinformation causes severe issues for our future. It's up to us, folks. It's up to us, we the people, to take back our world. Because it's more than just the United States. This is a world thing. This is a world thing, which you'll find out too. We have our brothers and sisters all over the world, from Canada to the UK, to Australia, to New Zealand, and much, much more that tune in and watch us every single day. We want you. Go to join.patriotshoot.com. Join.patriotshoot.com. Tired of being lied to? 30 cents a day keeps the propaganda away. Just that simple. Also, we got some awesome partners here at PPN from Q Broadcast. So this is a live streaming service that competes against any of the cable outlets out there, except for one thing. They're Christian owned and Patriot owned. Go to ppnnetwork.qbroadcast.com. Under $60 a month, get 30,000 live movies. Get over 1,000 live channels. Can't beat it with a stick. Get you some of it. Also, get you some of the Hill products here, lt360.com, or you can click on the image. The discount code, of course, is PPN. Cardio Miracle. Hello. The name speaks for itself. It's amazing. Cleaning out those blood vessels every single day. It's incredible. And then you can go to cardiomiracle.com. Use PPN as the discount code. Also, folks, don't forget, get you some of that Java, huntersplaincoffee.com. Use PPN as a discount code. Man, more than you can shake a stick at with the flavors. But it's awesome. Again, a Christian-owned and Patriot-owned company. It's kind of a running effect here, isn't it? Yeah. We like to support people that are not the cabal. Hello. Just saying. And, of course, removal of graphene oxide, the bioweapon. Of course, PPN is the discount there. All you got to do is click on here or go to therootsbrand.com. Use PPN as the discount code. Please, please, please. And then patriotmobile.com. We negotiated a sweet deal with them to where we're able to get free activation. Again, go to patriotmobile.com. Use PPN as the discount code. What's up, PPNers? I hope you're doing well. Good to have you tonight. It's going to be exciting. Of course, obviously, 2Pager is where we have our replays on there as well on our own, some of our own servers there, where it's not messed with, it's not manipulated. Go to 2pager.com. You can set up a free account where you are the news. You can also post your truths in your videos. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So we were supposed to have Anna Kate on tonight. We got it confused with the time and time zones. So she'll be joining us at a different time. But maybe it was meant to be because of all the craziness that is going on right now. Who is keeping score, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? All part of it. All part of it. Okay. We're going to be seeing a good little bit of this. First things first, let's check on with what's going on here. And let's see here. This is the current cameras of Tel Aviv, got North Israel, Ben Gurion Airport, Beirut, Haifa area, Israel, South Israel, and Dota Qatar. If you will look at Qatar right now, you see all that smoke in the bottom right-hand corner. That's where they just hit one of our empty military bases that no one's there. They just hit it. Obviously, there was no casualties because no one's there. Go figure, right? Why is that? It's very simple. It's to make it look like it's something serious, and it's also built in as part of the pantomime to some degree. Okay. Now, I'm just catching wind of a lot of stuff that's going on in regards to, I don't know, the cyber stuff. What we got here? TikTok's number 1, CapCut's number 2, Reddit's number 3, Discord number 4, Facebook is number 5. OpenAI just went down. GitHub just went down. Letterboxd just went down. I'm not on Facebook, so I can't tell you what's going on. Anybody having issues with Facebook out there, let us know in the chat. We would really appreciate it. This is going on right now simultaneously as we're talking. What's going on with TikTok? User report problem with TikTok. They're saying they're having issues with app. Oh, I love the updates they've done here. Look at this. Oh, hot damn. It just started right in the beginning of the show. Yep. And it's getting bigger. Damn. Over 2,300 reports saying, help me, we're having issues. There's probably a lot more than that. Cool. Cool. So I've been turning this up. Let's see here. Well, for those that don't know, yes, we have gone to Defcon 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are sitting at Defcon 2. We haven't been in Defcon 2 in a long time. Active military conflict with Iran following U.S.-Israeli preemptive strikes on Iranian military and leadership targets. Did you hear about that? They were trying to replace their leadership in Iran, and of course, Israel said, no, let's hit the button. We're going to go ahead and kill you now, and there ain't no one replacing anybody. And that's exactly what they did. Wiped out all the second-in-commands that got promoted because all the rest of the 49 people got killed because they were doing bad things and planning bad things for America. Okay. We'll be looking into that as well. Also, folks, go figure. Pritzker denies traveling on Epstein's plane after Bill Clinton since recanted testimony. He keeps on getting gooder. Governor J.B. Pritzker denied a since recanted former President Bill Clinton that Clinton thought the pair might have traveled together on a plane owned by convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you. Thank you in court for letting me know that. They're saying that TikTok open and Facebook open. Cool. Awesomeness. His denial was in response to a 90-second video clip. Is this it?
First of all, President Clinton clearly was mistaken, and he corrected the mistake to his credit. And no, I had never met Jeffrey Epstein. I was never on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. I was never on any plane with Jeffrey Epstein or with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Pritzker's name does not appear in the flight logs for Epstein's plane, which have been released publicly.
Boy, they are scrambling, aren't they? Can't you see how scared? They're running scared. Totally running scared right now. Don't get me wrong, it is all a part of distractions across the board. Let's see here. Here's another one. Okay. Santa's surfing. Okay, not a lot of Anons wanted to watch these lying sacks if you know what. Talking about the Clintons' deposition and their ignorance and commenting perjury. But when Bill did commit perjury, guess what he did? He lost his beloved presidential immunity. Uh-oh. Did you catch that? And here's, I guess, the definition. They broke it out here. They said former presidents do not enjoy absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for actions taken after leaving office, including perjury. The Supreme Court's 2024 decision, Trump versus the United States, established a framework for presidential immunity, but it explicitly does not extend to post-presidency conduct. The court ruled that former presidents are entitled to absolute immunity only for actions within their core constitutional powers while in office, such as pardoning, removing executive officers, or discussing investigations with the Justice Department. However, perjury committed after leaving office is not part of those core powers and falls outside the scope of immunity. What? Yeah, you heard that correctly. That is not fair. Well, fudge fair. You do the crime, you do the time, big boy. Slick Willie is not above the law. And neither are his co-conspirators either. Perjury is a federal crime. The Constitution confirms that a former president convicted in impeachment remains liable to inductment of a trial, judgment, and punishment according to the law. Isn't this interesting? Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Then they'll go through another 5 years claiming and them, stringing this along. I think it's going to become very obvious that they can't string this along any longer. And that's what we're starting to witness now, finally, on this. So, Disclose.tv is reporting U.S. and a lot of other outlets as well is reporting a high alert. U.S. banks on high alert for cyber attacks. Now, you know damn well it's not no freaking Iran. But they got to have that jump. They got to have that spark to set things off here on the United States soil. We didn't say and do all this for nothing for the last, 5 to 6 years. It's coming, and there's nothing you can do to stop what's about to happen, period. It's telling the truth. It's not about presenting bad news. I would much like to know the truth so I can prepare accordingly versus feel good, and the next thing I know, I'm in a very bad position. If it's going to suck, I want to reduce the suckness by as much as I can humanly possible. Can I get an amen? That's where we're at right now. So U.S. banks have been placed on the high alert for cyber attacks following the U.S. intelligence assessment that warns that Iran is preparing for strikes as the war escalates. The assessment specifically flags Iran-aligned hacktivists, I like that word, hacktivists, it's interesting, as likely to launch low-level operations, including distributed denial of service attacks that flood targeted servers with overwhelming internet traffic. The financial services sector operates critical U.S. infrastructure, payments, clearing, and settlement systems, trading platforms, treasury markets, making it a prime target. You heard me right. A prime target during geopolitical conflicts. Major lenders are ramping up monitoring and operational resilience measures. Credit rating agency Morningstar, DBRS, and investment bank Lazard both warned that cyber risk to Western financial entities could rise sharply. Now, they're saying that Iran had previously demonstrated willingness to hit commercial and financial targets with cyber tools. The financial services sector was a top target of the DDoS attacks. Remember back in 2024, fueled by the Middle East, Ukraine conflicts, quote unquote CIA. Ooh, did I say that out loud? I sure did. Yep. The trigger is last weekend's killing of the Iranian Supreme Leader Al Khamenei in a U.S.-Israel air strike. Yep. Yep. Oh, what's this? Guessing this post from Trump. Here we go. Effective immediately, I have ordered the United States Development Finance Corporation, the DFC, to provide a very reasonable price political risk insurance that guarantees for the financial security of all maritime trade, especially energy, traveling through the Gulf. This will be available to all shipping lines. If necessary, the United States Navy will begin escorting tankers through the Strait of Hormuz as soon as possible. No matter what, the United States will ensure the free flow of energy to the world. The United States economic and military might is the greatest on earth. More actions to come. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. Do you think they're really going to paint the picture of attacking U.S. carriers escorting these ships through? Iran supposedly making claims that the collaboration with China was a complete success. But hang on a second. You need to understand these fools are waiting by the wayside, getting ready for their chance to shine. We're going to be talking about that here in just a second. Yeah, I know a lot of people are running late, man. It's been crazy, hasn't it? With everybody's schedule. So I understand completely. By the way, give it up to our admins and mods that are in the chats that are really trying to help us out. To Patriot, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, all you guys over there that are helping us. Thank you in the PPN chat from Ann, slogan to so many in there. Missy, I don't want to miss anybody, but there's folks over there as well. And obviously the Rumble chat, Dances with Wolves. I got that over there. You got some Angela in there, and some of you over there are posting as well. And thank you again, Angela, over on Twitch, and also some others as well, including, believe it or not, YouTube. I think YouTube is kicking like Van Damme right now. Believe it or not, I can't believe we're still on there, but hey, maybe God's showing us some favor on that. So awesome on that. Well, Poland will eventually seek its own nuclear weapons. How this going to play out? You ain't shutting me down. Yeah. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk was openly declared that Poland will eventually seek its own nuclear weapons. Tusk stated that Poland takes nuclear security very seriously and will prepare for the most autonomous actions possible in the future. Do you really think Russia's going to allow that to happen? Hell to the no. No. Hell no. Not at all. Period. Now, Tusk confirmed active talks with France, and after President Emmanuel Macron offered temporary deployment of nuclear-capable fighter jets to allied nations, Warsaw has already signed a treaty with Paris that could allow access to French nuclear protection. So, and this is what we were talking about earlier. They were coming out in a report, and it's talking about the breaking news of Iranian ballistic missiles. By the way, have you seen some of the videos of these jokers, how fast they are? Woo. Man, they're showing where it's penetrating the Iron Dome, and it's hitting. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something seriously happen in Israel tonight in the morning. And so it's just wild how how crazy this is. Anyway, let me play this real quick. If I can get on here. There we go.
Has struck Udeid Air Base, as I said, the biggest American base in the region. We don't know much more. No casualties reported as of yet. Again, we don't know what we don't know, but we do know they are saying it was a ballistic missile. It's obviously a significant development. And as that is coming in, we are learning that the CIA is also working to trigger some sort of an uprising inside of Iran. Now, this is a major
they just told you. Did you just hear that?
Let me tell
Holy
you
crap.
what we know here with these breaking details. Multiple people familiar with the plan are telling CNN that the Trump administration is working to arm Kurdish forces, who they then expect to take part in has struck Udeid Air Base. As I said, the biggest American.
They come out and say the CIA is involved. Ain't it great? Check this out. This is retired U.S. Army Colonel here. This is the Matt Gaetz Show, OAN. All U.S. bases have been destroyed. Our harbor installations are destroyed. We are having to fall back on India and Indian ports. India, for real? This is what everybody's talking about here. Check this out. This is interesting.
What about China's ability to impact outcomes in the Straits of Hormuz with what is now the government of Iran, and then 50% of their oil on the other side waiting to get through?
Well, China and Russia are sitting on the sidelines monitoring everything. They're in close touch with the government. They're providing satellite intelligence, which accounts for some of the tremendous successes, particularly in Israel and our U.S. bases. All of our bases have been destroyed. Our harbor installations are destroyed. We're actually having to fall back on India and Indian ports, which are less than ideal. That's what the Navy says. And I think Iran, much to our disappointment, is faring very, very well. The question is, how long can we keep this up? I think logistics is the vulnerable part of this entire operation. Remember, you've got to go back and reload. You've got to fly things in. You've got to sail in. Iran is a continental power, 93 million people, the size of Western Europe. Both China and Russia are continental powers. They don't have supply chain problems. Their manufacturing capabilities are intact. Right now, the missile cities that underlie all of Iran's provinces are untouched, and they have an inexhaustible supply of missiles. I think this is going to go on for some time. And the question is, when does Israel step up and say they've had enough? We went through that before during the 12-day war. When do they say this is too much? When do they say, if this doesn't stop, we use a nuclear weapon? That's what I would be concerned about. And that's where President Trump, who really doesn't appear to be in charge, Mr. Netanyahu does, has got to be prepared to step in and say, no, there will be no use of nuclear weapons. That's what I worry about.
And I think that's the majority of us as well. We're all on that same page, aren't we? Good, bad, and different. Wait, there's more. Trust me. This is happening right now. I don't know if you've seen this or not. Well, let the games begin. Something went wrong. We're talking about here from Capital One. The Federal Reserve is experiencing issues with certain transactions. We're closely monitoring the situation. Not just Capital One's having issues. Bank of America's having issues. Fifth Third Bank is having issues where ACH payments are not coming through, especially anything government related, direct deposits. Have any of you guys seen where your Social Security is being delayed? Has anybody else had that issue yet? If you haven't, it's coming. It's coming. These are kind of things that we've been talking about that's going to end up happening. So please comment in the chat if you've gotten a notification in regards to maybe your Social Security, or if you are on disability, any type of payments from the government. That's what's starting to happen. On the backside, what's happened is there has been a cyber attack of some sort. They're all saying it came from Iran. Hogwash. It came from the CIA. It came for this to happen. This is part of the reset, ladies and gentlemen. As much as scary as it might sound, or maybe intimidating, this is what's happening. So I know there's some folks we were talking about on Patriot Shoot where we're being, very aware of what's going on. We're communicating on what's going on. If you're in that same boat, I would recommend coming over to Patriot Shoot so you're updated by the minute, by the hour with all this that's happening right now. Things are totally ramped up. And, here's this big old missile. They're claiming that China gave Iran. Iran prepares for the deadly hand missile for Tel Aviv in case it is attacked again by America. So this is what they're claiming they just got from China, from Rocket Man. Check this out.
दरिया को तुमने छीन लिया मैंने कुछ कहा पानी दिखा दिखा के पिया मैंने कुछ कहा दाग बरे जवां का दिया मैंने कुछ कहा हक पर हूँ मेरे हक में सिना बोल रही है सुन लो वो अज़ा मेरी ज़बां बोल रही है मैं रहूँ या न रहूँ मेरा इस्लाम रहेगा मेरा पैगाम रहेगा मैं रहूँ या न रहूँ मकसद है ला इलाह की बका और कुछ नहीं वादा हो ज़ेरे तेग.
That's right. They are telegraphing for what's about to happen. It does look like an airplane, doesn't it? Got some folks in the chats talking about they're seeing it too at the banks. See, Kim671 in the Rumble rant is saying any government checks are not going through over 18 hours so far. They will comment when required to inform us. Unforeseen deposits at this time. And that's what you're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, as well on the backside of these banks and what alerts they're giving. Very interesting. Robert Owen says, man, that's a storage tank. What you talking about? Of what? Nuclear bomb? Warhead? Yeah, totally. Here. But this is what they're saying. This is part of the weaponry that they got under cover of a cloak and we not detecting it until after the fact. This is what's happened. Again, everybody's wearing masks. Everybody is showing big old bombs. And it's a narrative that is still going to be happening towards the United States of destruction on the soil. Who was it today? Dallas said this. Dallas said that there was over 18,000 terrorist cells here in the United States of America. Over 18,000. Yeah, it doesn't look real. Yeah. Just like this doesn't look real either, where they're going to be putting boots on the ground in Iran. Blumenthal, check this out.
I just want to say I am more fearful than ever after this briefing that we may be putting boots on the ground and that troops from the United States may be necessary to accomplish objectives that the administration seems to have. But I also am no more clear on what the priorities are going to be of the administration going forward, whether it is destroying the nuclear capacity of Iran or simply the missiles or regime change or stopping terrorist activities. And I think the administration owes it to the American people to have briefings, not just for members of Congress, but for the American public.
Mm-hmm. Just like you guys waiting on the Epstein files, right? Till Trump was in office. Tell me something else. They all need to be hanged. Period. Now here it is. This is coming, what we originally heard. Breaking the Federal Reserve has been experiencing real-time service disruptions since 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, causing delivery delays for Fed ACH services that processes U.S. ACH payments. Look at that. Account services, central bank, hello. Check 21. Check adjustments, Fed, ACH. You have direct deposits from anything from the government. You are going to be experiencing somewhat of a delay, which could cause some serious issues for some folks that really depend upon the funds there. But these are all the service stats right now, what's going on. But they're saying delivery delay again for Fed ACH services. They got an update coming in as well. So this is real. This is happening, and this is going to directly affect us financially. Please rest assured. Please understand that. That's what we're dealing with right now. Now, at the end of this, Polymarket suggests that there is a 24% chance a nuclear weapon is detonated this year. Think about that for a second. A 24% chance a nuclear weapon will be detonated by December 31st of 2026. Some folks still believe, hey, nukes are not real. If they're using or they're trying to promote the narrative of these special missiles already that they're using that's going through the dome, I mean, this is what we're anticipating to save Israel for last, right? What do you think is going to happen when they nuke Israel? I mean, nuke Iran. China's going to jump in and nuke Israel. And then people are going to be flipping out. Not just Israel. They're going to take out Taiwan. And then you're going to have some actions from Russia and the EU, ladies and gentlemen, which is going to be the biggest scare event we have ever seen in our lifetime. And then everybody's still anticipating how they're going to do Project Bluebeam still. It's all going to be wrapped up in a nice little package for you. Boom! Shakalaka. And then we'll be running around. Oh my gosh. Not all of us, because a lot of us, especially here in the audience and in Patriots, we already know what's happening. We already know what's going on. This is anticipated. Again, people are going to be looking for their local conspiracy theorists. Plain and simple. Stay tuned as we continually go through a lot of this stuff that is happening right now. Make sure that you're healthy. Keep your health up. A movie to remember, right? God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, Patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world for that matter. Tune in first thing in the morning. We're having coffee with Chaz. That's where I give some pretty serious updates that we give, especially to our members, because we feel like they're more prepared with everything that's going on. If you feel like you want to be even more prepared for what's about to happen, I would request that you go to join.patriotshoot.com. All right, guys. We'll see you in the morning. God bless. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership. For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups where you can connect with members in your states at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.